Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. It's book haul time today. I have been absolutely blessed with some amazing books from some amazing people. Let's go and have a look at them. So through a series of gifts, a couple of review copies and also a competition win or two, I've got a great pile of fantasy books to show off to you today. Some of these have been in previous videos, but let's start off with the one at the top of the pile down the side of me, which is A Shade of Madness by Thiago Abdallah. So I've already read this one, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was definitely a step up from A Touch of Light, which, although I felt it did have its problems, was overall a pretty good book. But this one is absolutely gorgeous. It just looks beautiful, and there's some really nice artwork in here as well. If I just get to this, that's worth the price of a hardback alone. So a really gorgeous looking book, and they look good as a set together as well. Talking of some beautiful hardbacks, my amazing patron Tufty McTavish has sent me a number of books actually. So he sent me Sins of a Mother, Book 4 of A War Eternal by Rob J. Hayes, and also the 5th book in the series, Death's Beating Heart. So he had already sent me book 1 in the series, Along the Razor's Edge, and sent these two as well to tie up the end of a collection with the books that I hadn't read or hadn't read at the time. And then because it looked kind of weird having books 1, 4 and 5, I then received books 3, I've got them out of order here, but books 3, From Cold Ashes Risen, and 2, The Lessons Never Learned. So that is absolutely incredible to receive these gorgeous looking books. So I've now got the set, all 5 of them. One of them was in a previous haul video, but I've got the remaining 4 of them now as well. So I love having the complete set. Thank you so much, Tufty, for such a generous gift. Another gift from a patron that I received just out of the blue, I received 2 books from author Palmer Pickering. So first of all, we've got Curse of the Fallen by H.C. Newell. I'm really looking forward to this one. It's one that was on my list to check out. I've heard some really good things about this series. It's again a really nice book. I've got to hold it slightly off sort of angle because of the ring light, because it is one of the nice glossy covers, but I've seen some really good comments about this one and I'm looking forward to diving in. And then Palmer also got me another book that was on my list because it's one of the SPF B08 finalists that I'm reading. This is another glossy one, which is The Umbral Storm by Alec Hudson. So a nice chunky one, this one. I'm really looking forward to getting into this one. It's on my April plan as I round out my SPF B08 finalists. So thank you so much, Palmer Pickering, for these two. I'm looking forward to both of them. Some competition or giveaways that I had next, and I won a copy of An Ocean of Others from the author Joshua Scott Edwards. So this is book 1 in the Sibling Sons. I have read the first chapter of this because it is one of the books that's on my reading plan for 2023, and I did a recent video reading the first chapter of 5 of those books. It definitely intrigued me. I'm looking forward to diving in and continuing with the story, and hopefully I'm going to have a good time with it. I then received not 1 but 4 books from a publisher giveaway. This was from Ad Astra, I believe, and I received the 4 books that make up the Dandelion Dynasty by Ken Liu. So we've got The Grace of Kings, The Wall of Storms, The Veiled Throne, and then Speaking Bones. And they've got the lovely artwork that does track across all 4. I obviously can't hold all 4 of them up to show you, but they do have it on the spines as well, if I can show you that. So there we go. Lovely to see a nice matching set where everything lines up, except for one tiny little misprint down in between books 2 and 3 there by the author's name, where I've got a bit of a tail erroneously showing up. But these look great as a set. I haven't read any of them. It wasn't one that was on my list, even though I'd heard so much about them, but now I've got them. I've put book 1 into my TBR jar, and I will be looking forward to trying it out. And then I've got a couple of review copies that I received from authors. So we start off with Demon's Reign by Ben Galley and David Estes. Ben contacted me and offered me a review copy of this because the book was being released in paperback. It looks gorgeous. I love the colours on there, and I think the overall design is really good. You can almost tell really without any of the marking on it that it is a Wraith marked product, because they do produce some really gorgeous looking books. I've not read any of David's work. I've read a very small amount of Ben's work, but I did enjoy it. I'm looking forward to trying this one out. And then I was also sent a copy by the author of The Return of the Knights. This is from Gregory Kontaxis, a Greek author living in London, and he's translated the book that he released in Greek, or he's had the book translated, I should say, and this is the English edition of it, which has just been released. So I love the colours on here. I think it's got a really striking cover. Even if it is a bit basic, it wouldn't normally draw my eye, but I love that kind of pulsing blue light on there. That really makes it stand out. It's quite a short one. I've just pulled it out of my TBR jar to read in April, so I'm going to be taking a look at this one soon, and you can hear my thoughts about it coming up. And then the last one that I have to show off, because it seems a smaller book haul than I've done recently, but it actually is not that much smaller, because there is still quite a quantity of books here, especially here because, again, I've got some amazing people who support my channel, and one of the ways that you can support my channel is by sending me books, and that's exactly what my good friend Craig, known as Craig Bookworm, has done. He sent me the entire collection, or the current collection, of A Song of Ice and Fire. So he noticed that this was on my wish list, because I did have originally the individual books and they were all completely mismatched. I'll put a picture up here in the corner because it did look absolutely ridiculous. But he saw this was on offer, remembered it was on my wish list, and sent it, and I was absolutely gobsmacked when I received this one. I was not expecting it, and it still wows me to think that someone has sent me this entire collection. So it's a really nice slipcase collection as well. There's a map in there as well, just at the corner. I'm not going to take that one out to show you because they are quite well wedged in there. But yeah, absolutely love having a matching set now on my shelves, or soon to be on my shelves when I can find space for them. But to have a matching set to replace the tatty mismatched collection I had. Thank you so much, Craig. I know I spoke to you and the other people who sent me books individually when I received the books, but I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. So there we go. Having several of these books in sets or groups makes for a bit of a shorter book haul video. I'm sure you all appreciate that. But thank you so much to all of the authors and all of the supporters who sent me books. I really do love receiving them, and I love you for sending them to me. Let me know in the comments down below which of these you're most excited for me to get to. I'll hopefully see you in a new video coming sometime soon, but until then, as always, take care of yourselves, read some good books. Bye for now.